Hello YouTube. This is one I hope you'll enjoy. I've been looking forward to doing this. In a previous video I had said that this play-worn, scuffed up 1973 Ford Falcon XB by Hot Wheels was the only version of this car that I had in die-cast. This is one of the cars, I've shown a couple of cars, that somebody was going to toss out. That's why it's so banged up and everything. And I salvaged it from the bin. And huge fan of Mad Max, but also aside from Mad Max, huge fan of global Fords, especially Australian Fords, because Australian Ford Falcons, Fairlanes, and LTDs have strong connections to American Fords as far as engines and some technology and everything, but design-wise, they took off and flourished after a certain point when the Falcon was no longer available in U.S. markets, and in other markets had changed. The starting late 60s, early 70s, well, 1970 was the last year the Falcon nameplate was used in the United States, transferring everything to the Torino and Gran Torino. So I had no other versions, but of course Hot Wheels came out with a new mainline model this year, 73 Ford Falcon XB, and this is the same casting as the blue one, just new, and this is in the Hot Wheel Flames. Nice card art. And there you go, copyright 2017. So we're going to pull this off the card. Number 220 out of 250. So I got this not so long ago, just a few weeks ago after, I had to actually go, I was over the state line in Connecticut on business, and I happened to swing by Walmart where I found this. So this might be too dark. Let's see if it shows up. So black panel for the taillights. Actually looks like the side marker and gas cap and door handle are Tampa the Flames. Black plastic for the headlights and grille. The bumpers are chrome because the base is chrome plastic. 73 Ford Falcon XB. Copyright 2009 Mattel, made in Malaysia. For a mainline car, this is not bad. And let me just check the copyright on this. Should be the same. Malaysia. So not as much, no copyright on this, but I wonder what year this came from. Like I said, this is not something I purchased. This is something I salvaged. On this one, the back panel is gray, and the grille is gray, but the headlights are part of the metal body. Oh, okay, and same here, they're green. So these are the same casting, just different production years, but it looks like all the details are the same. The black for the grille and the rear panel seem to indicate that they're part of the interior, which you can't really see with this dark car and the black interior. Let's see. And yeah, on this one, because the interior is gray, it shows up a little better. And you can see that this is the proper right-hand drive for Australia, New Zealand. And I was fortunate enough to find this one on eBay. I don't normally promote an eBay seller. Let me turn off this light. But New Generation Inc. Very reasonable price, and unexpectedly came in my first and only Protecto clamshell thing. So that was pretty cool. So I said to myself, well, it came shipped with this little card. And this is a Hot Wheels Premium, the Forza Edition. Forza Motorsport 73 Ford Falcon XB, 105, metal on metal with real riders. Forza Motorsport. I don't know much about this series. Let's see. There's the Falcon, a 17 Ford GT, an Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA, Lamborghini Gallardo LP 574 Superleggera, and a 2012 Camaro ZL1 concept. Copyright 2016. I believe Forza is a video game. Also available. So the package is nice. The card art's very nice. I almost feel guilty about opening it, but you know, I don't. I do feel guilty about dropping the car. But at least it was off camera. So, the Forza graphics, let's see. Metal base, let's see, made in Malaysia. Mattel, 73 Ford Falcon XB. Nice painted details for the taillights with turn indicators, the logo in the center, the same spoiler and same body. No indicator on this but the gas cap. These same grills, handles, headlights and hood pins, rubber tires. Let's see if I can get these wheels. They're like a black turbine wheel with a chrome ring. And it's nice. It's a Hot Wheels Premium. And Hot Wheels does some premium nice. Now I want to show you this. I'm sure most of you people are folks are familiar with the Greenlight 73 Ford Falcon XB. This is the hobby exclusive version. It's not the last of the V8 Interceptors officially, but in reality it is. As much as I love Mad Max, I didn't necessarily want to get another movie car. I may in the future if one comes up reasonably. I like the idea of getting one as close as you can from Greenlight to a stock deco. And I'm going to open this up and show you, and there's some major differences. This is by no means a stock Fairlane XB, and we'll show you some of the differences based on against the Hot Wheels. But so GT351 there, the scoop. These zoomy pipes are because this is basically the last of the V8 Interceptor. That's from the Mad Max. Same thing with the wagon wheels. The blower and injector scoop coming through the hood. Lens headlights. And we'll talk about this front end more in a second. It's got little nubs for side mirrors. Obviously because it's a Greenlight, metal base, metal body, rubber tires, number 2112. Copyright 2017. Again, nice painted details. Slightly better than the Hot Wheels. And one thing you can see is they've added, like they do with some of their mildly lifted trucks, they've added this rear suspension to sort of jack it up so it's more Mad Max style. And you can see the Mad Max Interceptor wing above the windshield on the roof. This spoiler would be seen, could be seen on a real Fairlane. This was something that was done for the movie. And one big thing you'll notice is that the Hot Wheels castings, even the basics, have a stock accurate front end. And Greenlight's gone a little lazy here because they assume most Americans only know Mad Max. And for the movie, George Miller, the director, used his own Ford Falcon, if I'm not mistaken. But they put on this aftermarket front nose piece with these rectangular headlights instead of the factory round headlights. And this is sort of like a Monza racing aftermarket fiberglass front end. And of course, for those that really know the movie, the blower and the fuel injectors on that car were not functional. It had a little electric motor to spin the blower belts and so forth. But they did get the GT351, which you may be able to see, on this play-worn version. GT351, and that would be like the Australian nod to a Boss 302 or a Boss 429. And basically these Ford Falcons were the Australian version of a Mustang. They were of a similar style and sharing to some degree in Mustang DNA. Don't forget that the original Mustang was based on the Ford Falcon. Now this is a 61, but the 64, 65 Falcon, like this one, or, sorry. Now this is a Ranchero, but this is a Falcon Sprint Ranchero. For those that are car guys, you'll recognize if you lift the hood of a 65 Falcon and a 65 Mustang, you'll see some similar hardware. The strut towers, basically the chassis borrowed a lot from the Falcons for a Mustang. So if there was no Falcon in the United States, there'd be no Mustang. And the Mustang was never properly built with a right-hand drive conversion, so the cost of importing them could be prohibitive. So this is what Ford of Australia did. They made their own Mustang. And performance-wise, every bit the equal. These things were beasts in motorsports in Australia. And if you're not familiar, I believe there's an Amazon movie, sort of a documentary or travelogue by Eric Bana, Australian actor, where he restored his own Falcon XB. I believe it's called The Beast. And he raced it, including at, I think, a historical race at Bathurst. So I thought this was neat. I'm happy to have these. And I will be doing another video on Australian Ford Falcons another day. But this is strictly the 1973 Ford Falcon XB from Hot Wheels and from Greenlight. And I like to consider these cars Australia's Mustang. This is a 1973 Mach 1 from Johnny Lightning. And you can see that these cars were not too far off in size and intent. The Falcon was the Australian Mustang. So I hope you enjoyed that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon for another video. Have a good day.